Washington Township, I'd like to call this meeting of the Board of Education to order. Receiving a meeting notice. Adequate notice of this meeting was given to the public 48 hours in advance of the date, setting forth the date, time, location, and type of meeting. Notice was sent to the Daily Record, the Observer Tribune, and the Washington Township Clerk, and was posted on the district website at www.wtschools.org. All please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Moving on to President's comments. Short one for me tonight. So this is our last meeting of the summer. Crazy how fast it went. School starts Tuesday, September 1st, and the Genesis portal opens on 8/24. Hope everyone has a great rest of the summer. Look forward to starting the school year off strong. And Superintendent's comments, I think you said you don't have any report for this evening? Okay. So we'll jump right ahead to correspondence. So this month we have correspondence from Jay Drake and L. Hunter. And moving on to committee reports. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry about that. We have a presentation tonight. Apologies, Mr. Russo. Sorry. We were cruising right along there. Summer curriculum work presentation by Ms. Deborah Russo. Sorry.
And I have two helpers with me as well tonight. So Janetta Zetta and Dave Jones. Great. Just one. Can't stand behind here. Oh, I don't have the clicker. All right. She's. All right, so this evening I wanted to share with you all, because it is exciting, the work that we did this summer with our curriculum. And normally, for all the years I've been doing this, I've never presented what we actually did, right? So I think it's exciting to share with you some of the work that was done in a few of the different areas that we addressed this summer. So we looked at world language, Grade 2 ELA, STEAM in K2, and STEAM in 3-5. And what I wanted to make sure that I expressed tonight, that this curriculum work that we do over the summer especially is a commitment to our students and to our teachers to make sure that we offer rigorous, engaging, and really just awesome learning experiences for our kids. So preparing for student success, we aligned curriculum work with identified district needs. So before we even begin to do the actual work, we have to think about, okay, so what needs to get done? And then we look at, all right, now that we know what needs to get done, let's get to work. So we got to work right away with world language and with STEAM. We started our STEAM work last summer, and then this summer was just a continuation of that. Last summer we had a lot of big dreams. And then what we did was we narrowed down those dreams to some reality and made sure that we were hitting many different things across the scope of the year. So that I'm going to share with you. We also wanted to make sure that we were continuing our commitment to high quality ELA instruction. Last year, if you remember, we went into foundations for K and 1, and also we started our reading program, which was Great Minds, Arts and Letters. So this year we are expanding that into grade 2 with 1 unit, and then working with foundations all year. So that's going to be great. And then just again, looking at our standards, making sure the standards are aligned, instructional practice is right there where it needs to be across the grade levels. Okay, so Jeanette, come on up here with me. So what we did in world language, traditionally world language was taught in a way, probably the way you all learn world language in your schooling experience, where you learned various themes. Perhaps you learned your colors, and then your numbers, and then whatever other commonalities in the language. Well, with a lot of the new research that has come out with language acquisition, it is more like, what we should do is more like how we teach our littles how to read. So looking at world language from the perspective of let's start from the beginning and go from there. So we looked at K and 1, and in K and 1, it's super exciting because they're going to be learning Spanish through the use of stories, through the use of role playing, and song, right? So that they can really be engrossed in the language rather than just learning, and make it natural. So you can add to that a little bit more about that position.
Buenas noches. ¿Puedo hablar español? No, inglés. So the idea is just like this, right? To be, we were used to learn, all of us, in a way that it was very structured, like all the grammar, all the vocabulary. But when you were facing a real life situation, and any time, you could just not be able to remember or to be able to respond. So the idea of this curriculum, thanks to Debbie, Mrs. Russo, that she's always open to new ideas and to help the students to love what they learn, and in this case is languages. Then this program is immersion, is using the language in a very natural way, like your own language, right? You're monolingual, you're learning English. When you have your little kid, you're not saying, oh, by the way, this is the verb to be, right? You just make them feel comfortable, so when they are relaxed, they will take risk, and they will talk, and they will collaborate, they will read, they will write, and that is the idea of this program, that everybody will love to learn, in this case, Spanish, without even feeling that they're learning something new. It's just like something natural in their daily lives.
So this is going to be progression over years, right? So K and 1 have the same curriculum. Grade 2 through 5 will have the same unit of curriculum. And then as the years progress, 3rd grade, and then 4th grade and 5th grade, everyone will get something different. So next year, it's pretty much everybody's going to be doing the same thing, grade 2 all the way through grade 6. So once that progresses, then year 2 would be a little bit different. 7th and 8th will be in a different program, which is very similar to this, but it's just another topic of study. So again, it's all based in that immersion and story and song and all of that. So it's exciting. I can't wait to see it in action. Like, we've been looking at it on paper, we've been talking about it, the teachers are super excited. So it's just something we want to see, see happen. Yeah.
In action, right? Because now we're going to see that that was a great idea that Mrs. Russo had. Like, all the students having the opportunity, since this is something different, they have to have the opportunity to be all at the same, having the same lesson at the same time across all grade levels. So the next year, when they are going to see the following lesson, that it will be much familiar for them. So I think that was a good thing that.
Yeah, just so you can see what so you could see it here. You can see what we're talking about. That in K and 1, those are the 4 different stories that they'll be going through, where it's the greetings and friendship and animals, and then autumn and colors and discovery, and then looking at different feelings, and then cooking. And then they have those different characters that go with it. They have the iguana, they have the capybara, and it's just really exciting. And then you look at the different, there's an example of the story. Also Rockalingua, which is part of vocabulary, which again will help students really be immersed in the language.
In a fun way.
In a fun way. Right, and this is the grade 2 to grade 5. They're going to learn all about chocolate and go through the whole curriculum in that way. 7th and 8th grade is Somos, and they'd be learning those different units of study to be prepared for whatever they decide to do in high school. Okay, thank you. And moving on to grade 2 for ELA. Arts and Letters, again, it's a knowledge-based program. It builds on content knowledge. With that content knowledge and immersion into really good literature and stories, the students get to experience reading in a way that is different than leveled reading, and it's more about reading to learn, right? Really learning at different topics. And the topic happens to be good eating. So the topic for grade 2, they'll get started with Great Minds, Arts and Letters with good eating, and then obviously the foundations. Okay, so moving into STEAM. Dave Jones, come on up here. One of the things that I love that the teachers did this summer in collaborating with, like I said, our big dreams that we have for STEAM, is really looking at how we incorporate all those letters into what STEAM is all about, right? So we wanted to make sure that we were truly doing that, making sure that we had the science in there, the tech in there, and really looking at the engineering piece, the art piece, the math piece, and also the reading piece. We wanted to make sure that library was still library, and that they went to the library and still experienced that. So what we did was we made it in color code so that we can see that we are doing that. That if you look at grade 1 in particular here, orange is math, right? Blue, no, I'm sorry, media. Oh my gosh, I can't see. What does that say? Orange is
Orange is math.
math. But that's not right, right?
Green
Oh
is
no, that's
science.
right. Okay. Okay. Yes, okay. All right, I thought I was on the right path here, and I'm like, okay, my glasses. Yes, so you could see that each of those colors, back to what I was saying, has a different topic, right? So each of those colors shows the balance. I know last year we heard some concern about that. Are we still doing reading? Are we still doing those really quality pieces that we need to do in a library type setting? Yes, we are. We definitely are, because we do value that. So we also value the other pieces of that cool environment that they're in when they go into the STEAM lab. So David, you want to talk a little bit more about that engineering piece?
Sure,
Yes.
yeah. So it's honestly a marriage of a number of disciplines in here. So like Debbie said, we didn't want to lose the great stuff that comes out of the library and media lab, but we also are now incorporating facets of STEAM, which is in itself full of interdisciplinary, not only facts and content, but more skill-based. So we are starting to, this is our year 2, working with the STEAM curriculum, and what we are starting to do is really work in the great depths and the real good stuff that we have built over the last couple of years, Debbie and I, in the district. So the new projects incorporate learning goals coming from what we call pillar skills, the engineering design process, and then we also have curricular goals as well. Our pillar skills come from a merging of, in math, we have, it's not just content-based, it's skills-based as well. So we have a set of 8 skills that we've merged with our science and engineering practices from our NGSS, or New Jersey State Standards for Science, because there's a lot of commonalities. So we merged them into one document and then added our own. We call them the pillar skills. So those are skill sets that we are targeting as learning goals when we teach lessons. We also have synced up our engineering design process language with the high school, so we have a common process that we follow as our kids move from K all the way through. And then we've also introduced or incorporated different content goals from various disciplines that we're targeting as well. For example, one of my loves is our math curriculum, obviously. We have a problem in the district where some of the content that we cover is covered late in the year, and so our students don't get to that before the New Jersey testing comes out. Teachers therefore feel the obligation to disrupt their timeline and get the kids a little bit of a taste of that content just before testing so they can get there. What we did was we incorporated that later content into some of these earlier STEAM projects so that math teachers will feel less of an urgency to interrupt their timeline and their sequence, which is very purposeful, so that they can get that in, and instead the students will be exposed to that content during these projects. And that content was selected with strong purpose. So we've got a lot going on here. We're on a really great path, and it's really exciting for the kids.
What I love about this too for teachers is that they can, each of those is a live link. So they can look at this and say, click on it, and there's the lesson. You know, it's not like they have to go searching for anything. We wanted to make sure it was accessible as possible. We also wanted to make sure it was balanced as possible, because we wanted to make sure that there were so many different opportunities that can happen for them in that new space. All right, so again, great curriculum isn't written in isolation, it's built through collaboration. So luckily I have amazing teachers, great team of teachers to work with over the summer, and also we get ideas all year long. So although the teachers may not be on the actual committee that do the work in the summer, their voices are in our heads and we hear them, and we want to make sure that we do the right things for our students. But I also want to thank you all for supporting this effort, because it is because of you that we're able to do all of these great things. Again, too, those are the teachers who are on the team, as well as some that were involved last year. And at any point, if anybody has any questions about any piece of the curriculum, always feel free to contact me. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Russo, Senator Zeta, and Mr. Jones. Appreciate it. Now moving on to correspondence. Just want to make sure I didn't skip over anything else. This month we have correspondence from Jay Drake, L. Hunter, and now committee reports. Finance and Facilities Committee.
The Finance and Facilities Committee met yesterday, August 10th. Jess, John, Mike, Antonella, Katie, and Stephanie attended. We began as usual with an update on referendum and other facilities projects. The LVMS parking lot has been striped and is now complete. The sports courts here at LVMS are still curing, and the fence posts have been installed. It is likely that the project will finish after school starts due to the delay caused by the paving project, which prevented Harrington from being able to get their equipment up to the site. The Flocktown air conditioning is operational, with the exception of the multi-purpose room, which is expected to be completed in early September. The back lot of Cucinella has been excavated and the base has been laid and compacted. As is often the case, the weather has delayed that project. The Old Farmers Road School ramp and loading dock project is expected to begin any day now with some of the materials on site already. And finally, the repaired Cucinella water heater should be arriving Monday or Tuesday for installation. Next, the committee received a preliminary report on the audit, including reserves, transportation, and other items of note. Actual figures will be presented by the auditor after the audit is complete and the exit meeting is conducted. Then we reviewed items on tonight's agenda, namely the tuition agreement, which is item number 6, and the shared service agreement, which is item number 7. And then finally, the committee discussed the ongoing efforts to fill the Class 3 position in partnership with the Washington Township Police Department.
Thank you. Moving on to Communications and Governance.
Communications and Governance met yesterday. In attendance was myself, Melanie, Anna, Isabel, and Antonella. We reviewed the policies for tonight, which is Bylaw 0162, Notice of Board Meetings Revised, Bylaw 0162.01, Legal Notices, which is new, Policy 1230, Superintendent's Duties, Revised, Policy 2200, Curriculum, Revised, Regulation 2200, Curriculum Content, abolished, Policy 2411, Career Education, Academic Counseling, which is revised, Regulation 2411, Guidance Counseling, which is abolished, Policy 1643, Family Leave, revised, Policy 5516, Student Use of Internet-Enabled Devices, revised. Communication will be going out to families as well from Superintendent Lind on that one. Regulation 5516, Student Use of Internet-Enabled Devices, also revised. Policy 8660, Transportation by Private Vehicles to and from school-related activities, revised. And Policy 8662, Transportation by Private or District-Owned Vehicles to and from school, which is new. We also reviewed the possible split of the Governance and Communication Committee into 2 separate committees, one being Governance, the other being Communications. The committee discussed the benefits of having a split committee. Number 1, it leaves an open seat in all committees, which would allow board members to float in and out of their assigned committees should an agenda item be of interest, or if they have something of value to add to the agenda. We also, it would lighten the heavy workload of this particular committee and allow for better engagement on the communication piece. Communications Committee, possible responsibilities that were discussed in high-level buckets were community engagement, communication strategy, public information, board communication practices, high-level emergency communication, and media relations. It is important to note that the committee's limitation in the state of New Jersey, Communication Committee generally do not manage day-to-day communications themselves. Operational responsibilities usually belong to the superintendent and the administration. The committee's role is typically to review, advise, recommend, and help shape policy and strategy rather than to direct staff or issue official statements on its own. The board will review the pros and cons of splitting the committees and define the responsibilities should the board decide to move forward. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Moving on to public comment on agenda items. If anyone has public comment on agenda items, please approach the microphone, state your name, address, and you'll have 3 minutes.
Hello. Hi. My name is Camelia Spadaccini. Address, you said too?
Yeah, if you can.
Okay. 153 Kings Highway. I actually just had a couple of points of clarification, like questions on the STEAM thing. I don't know if I addressed you guys or Mrs. Russo.
You can address the board.
Okay. Number one, you mentioned that they're still going to have library. So, like, is there a separate like library curriculum in addition to the STEAM curriculum, or is like STEAM, like every time they have library, they're in the STEAM lab? Is that how it's supposed to work? Okay. So when are they going to have time to like go take out books and all of that stuff? Okay.
We're writing it down.
Okay. Secondly, I guess just in terms of who is teaching the STEAM curriculum, is it the librarians like that we're all used to? Are they now teaching? Okay. I keep looking at you, I'm sorry. And I think that was it, just those 2 points, because she was asking me if library is going away. It's her favorite. So, all right, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Did you get clarity a little bit from Ms. Russo, like just with some head nods? I think just the one thing, yeah, the teaching of the STEAM, yes, it's still going to be the library media, yes, specialist, and then
Mostly concerned about.
like time to take out the books.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like
No,
the
that's-
traditional library.
Right. I mean, I can check, back with the building principals, but it would also be throughout the day or whenever there's opportunity for it.
Okay.
Like, I don't want that to be limited, so we
Yeah.
work that into like the scheduling piece of it as well. So it's not just, sometimes specific to a certain day or time. It could be just an ongoing environment that as long as it's allowed and there's supervision, it can happen.
So to make sure they still have
Yeah,
that experience.
yeah, no, we want that too. We
Yeah.
want like the hard books in their hands.
Although
and, like,
STEAM is
yeah.
very important.
Yeah.
I actually did just have one more question. It may relate just to Flocktown, so apologies there.
Okay.
But is the STEAM lab now outfitted with everything that is needed in order to sort of fulfill this curriculum, or are there still, because last year it was sort of half and half,
I know.
we weren't sure.
And we were also waiting for certain elements of it to
Yeah.
be done and then to order the right pieces. But yes, for it to be operational, absolutely. As the years go on and the curriculum expands, if we want to order through or partnership with, whatever the case is, we'll communicate with anyone. But internally, yes,
Okay.
we've got it covered under the curriculum budget.
That's really great to
Yeah,
hear.
yeah.
Really excited to see
So.
the STEAM labs in action.
Yeah,
Thank you,
yeah.
guys.
So are we. Yeah, no, thank you.
Thanks. Is there any other public comment on agenda items? Okay. Moving on to meeting minutes. Making a motion to approve the July 28th meeting minutes.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any abstentions? All right. Next is the agenda items. Can I have somebody please move education?
I'd like to make a motion to approve items 1 and 2 on the agenda.
Second?
Any discussion? Roll call?
Mrs. Ryan?
Yes.
Mrs. DeSico?
Yes.
Mrs. Mutart?
Yes.
Mrs. Vieira?
Yes.
Mrs. Cayano?
Yes.
Mr. Vasquez?
Yes.
Mrs. Breton?
Yes.
Mr. Catano?
Yes.
Mr. Olmixton?
Yes. Next, can I have somebody please move finance?
Finance would like to move items 3 through 9 on tonight's agenda.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call?
Mrs. Ryan?
Yes.
Mrs. DeSico?
Yes.
Mrs. Mutart?
Yes.
Mrs. Vieira?
Yes.
Mrs. Cayano?
Yes.
Mr. Vasquez?
Yes.
Mrs. Breton?
Yes.
Mr. Catano?
Yes.
Mr. Olmixton?
Yes. Next, can I have somebody please move personnel?
I'd like to make a motion to move items 10 through 19.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call?
Mrs. Ryan?
Yes.
Mrs. DeSico?
Yes.
Mrs. Mutart?
Yes.
Mrs. Vieira?
Yes.
Mrs. Cayano?
Yes.
Mr. Vasquez?
Yes.
Mrs. Breton?
Yes.
Mr. Catano?
Yes.
Mr. Olmixton?
Yes. Next, I'd like to make a motion to read for the second time and approve the policies under agenda item number 20.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call?
Mrs. Ryan?
Yes.
Mrs. DeSico?
Yes.
Mrs. Mutart?
Yes.
Mrs. Vieira?
Yes.
Mrs. Cayano?
Yes.
Mr. Vasquez?
Yes.
Mrs. Breton?
Yes.
Mr. Catano?
Yes.
Mr. Olmixton?
Yes. Making a motion to read for the first time the policies under agenda item number 21.
Second.
Any discussion?
Mrs. Ryan?
Yes.
Mrs. DeSico?
Yes.
Mrs. Mutart?
Yes.
Mrs. Vieira?
Yes.
Mrs. Cayano?
Yes.
Mr. Vasquez?
Yes.
Mrs. Breton?
Yes.
Mr. Catano?
Yes.
Mr. Olmixton?
Yes. Moving on to unfinished business. So we have two resolutions here. I'm making a motion to approve the resolution listed under agenda item number 22.
Second.
Does anybody, any discussion? Roll call?
Mrs. Ryan?
Yes.
Mrs. DeSico?
Yes.
Mrs. Newtart?
Yes.
Mrs. Vieira?
Yes.
Mrs. Cayano?
Yes.
Mr. Waskis?
Yes.
Mrs. Bratton?
Yes.
Mr. Catano? Yes. Mr. Olmixon?
Yes. Next, I'm making a motion to approve the resolution listed under agenda item number 23.
Second?
Any discussion? Roll call?
Mrs. Ryan?
Yes.
Mrs. DeSico?
Yes.
Mrs. Newtart?
Yes.
Mrs. Vieira?
Yes.
Mrs. Cayano?
Yes.
Mr. Waskis?
Yes.
Mrs. Bratton?
Yes.
Mr. Catano?
Yes.
Mr. Olmixon?
Yes. Is there any other unfinished business? Okay. Does anybody have any new business? Okay. Moving on to public comment. This is public comment on all items. If you have a public comment, please approach the microphone, state your name, address, and have 3 minutes. All right. No district distinctions tonight, so I'd like to make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.